Okay, good morning, everyone.
Good morning, teacher.
Yes, good morning.
Morning, yeah.
Morning. Wow, Andrew. We just got that's just called rock and roll K, right? Rock and roll style, right? Okay. And Andrew, don't you like to be an actor?
Yes, teacher.
You wanna be an actor?
Yes, I also like singing, but it's like my hobby. My passion is I want to be an actor.
Okay, yes. Because whenever I see you, I see that you are like a Indian actor, right? You look like an Indian actor. Yes. Yeah, of course.
Thank you,
Yeah,
teacher.
I'm not. Yeah, I'm not boasting you. Whenever I see you, and you look like an Indian actor, but okay.
Jerus, Andrew is a good singer. He can even play the guitar.
Really?
Yeah, he's a good singer.
Oh, okay, Andrew. Let's see. Someday you have to sing a song for your friends.
Okay, teacher.
Okay, yes. Because your friends need sometimes your friends need motivation, right? They all are you all are meeting on the virtualization, and then you only just screen. Sometimes they feel bored or something like that, right? So at the time they need some motivation, like singing "Baba bless you, have you any word?" They may know that song. Actually, no. I am not a good singer, but I like listening to music, and then I like singing. Okay, I just see here Shanta, Susu, Jyotiha, Kan So Heng, and Andrew. Okay, now I see La Ye. Thank you. That's it. No, yes, thank you, no. Okay, we are going to do one of the activities that I prepared it for you. Can you see it?
Yes.
Yes, teacher.
Okay. Yes. So there are. I shut. Okay. There are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay. There are 9 puzzles. Here it is. Right. So you have to choose one of them, and after that you have to discuss about what you have got. Okay. Firstly, I better choose the representative of your class, right? I would choose two people for you all, that those people will be a representatives for your class. Okay, I'm writing the number here. Okay, so Shinta, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Shinta, can you choose 1 to 14?
5, teacher. 5. Number 5.
5?
Yeah. Number 5.
Okay. Shinta, 5. Suzu.
Number 3.
3. And Anthony, put it up.
Number 6.
Okay, 6. Cancel Hain.
It is homework.
No. You have to choose the number 1 to 14. So your friends already choosing 5, 3, 6.
Because I have attended class last week, and because I was sick.
I'm not asking about homework.
Okay.
We are going to do activity. Yes, that's it.
6,
6 is already taken.
5,
5 is already.
4.
4. Okay. You better listen to your friends' numbers, okay? Next one, no.
8.
8. Alenga?
14,
14. Andre?
13,
Sorry?
13,
13.
1, 3.
1, 3. And Andrew?
9.
9. Good job. And Mintan?
2.
Okay, Mintan's 2. And 2 Tip.
Number 10.
Sorry?
1. Number 10.
10.
10.
Okay. Yes, 10, okay. Mintan also?
And 11,
11. Right. Ekin?
2,
2 is already taken.
7,
Yes, 7. Wu
1.
1. Of course. Okay, let's see. Okay, so you all have got two representatives right now. Those are number 5. 5 is Shen Dan, right? Okay, the one who choose 9 is Andrew. Am I right? Okay, so here are 9. Okay, here are 9 notes, and then you have to choose the number you want. So that choose first.
Number 5. Number 5. Yes.
5.
Yeah.
Okay, 5.
Oh.
Okay, your 5. 5. Okay, the 5 said that the note 5 said that you have to talk. Okay, you have to talk about your dream house. Okay, a house in your dream, right? Okay,
Yes.
so now you have a minute to prepare for that. Thank you. Yes. Okay, Andrew.
3.
3. Okay, let's see 3. Oh, 3 is you have to talk about a hero. Okay, so a hero, whoever it is, maybe someone else. Okay, so you have got 1 minute to prepare that. Okay, so others, don't be very pleased on yourself, right? Okay, so you have to think about some questions to ask your friends. Okay, and now you have already heard their topics, right? So Shidan's one is a dream house. Okay, a house. Yeah, he wanna be. Okay, he wanna have someday in the future a house he want to have in the future, right? So Shindan's already talked about it, and in Shindan it's going to talk about it, and then Andrew is going to present about a hero in his life, right? So you have to think. You have time to think some questions to ask to your friends. Every single of you has to ask the question. Okay. Yes. I'll give you 1 minute to prepare for the question as well. Okay, now time is up. Yes, who wants to start first? Okay, Shinda, let's start from you.
Okay. My dream house is kind of like a modern house, which means like, futuristics. And I really want a house with a 3-story house with modern furnitures and modern TVs. Everything is gotta be modern, like the Western style. And also I want a big swimming pool, so I can relax and chill every single evening. So that's all, Jay.
Okay, thank you. Thank you so much. Okay, so any questions to Shinka? Shitta, sorry.
Yes, Jay. So
Okay,
yeah, you
yes.
said it's gonna be a futuristic house. So will there be any like automatic doors or something like that?
Yes, a good question. Shinda, do you understand the question?
Yeah, I understand the question, but I don't understand, what is automatical? What is it? What is
Automatic doors.
automatic
Yeah,
door? Yeah, I like
automatic
that.
door is you don't need to open it. Just click.
I think that. Yeah, I also love to do that.
Okay, so is there any problem, by using automatic door? Because sometimes some of the people use that, they scan it. They use they wanna try with the automatic door with by scanning, but by scanning car or by scanning Shintan's face or maybe like a remote control with the remote control. Is there any problems?
Actually, I don't really know. I'm not really sure about that. but
Okay,
I wish
yes, whatever it is, you can dream.
yeah.
Yes, of course. Right. And the next one.
Who do you want to live with in your dream house?
Okay, good job. Yeah, this is a good question. Who do you want to live with?
I really want to live with my, a big family, just my family.
With your future wife?
Yeah, I guess so. Including my parents also. I can't leave my family. I can't leave my parents.
Of course, definitely, right? Basically, you have to live with your parents first. And
Yeah.
because what I want to point out is that okay, you said that you just want everything modern, right?
Yeah.
So how about you? Will you be a modern person at that time?
Yeah, I'm more Muslim. I'm really, my style is really smart.
Okay,
Some
yes.
people said I look like a model.
Okay, of course. Yes. The last question now?
Uh, if there's only you, is it still your dream house?
Can you repeat that again?
If there is only you, and is it still your home dream house?
Oh, yeah, I realized the question. I understand that. Kanzo Hey wants to know is that are you living such kind of modern house right now, or is that your dream house?
I'm still living with my dream house, my house, this is my own room. So, everything is modern. Yeah.
Okay, thank you. Yes. Now Andrew, your turn.
Okay.
Yes.
So my hero, like, just you mean not superhero, right? Like hero in
Yeah, a
for
hero
me,
in your
a hero
life.
for me.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. So a hero for me is my mom. Obviously, I don't need to think that hard, because she done so many things for me, and of course she's not perfect, but yeah, I love my mom, and she done so many things for me, for my sister, and yeah, she worked very hard. I'm proud of my mom.
Okay, yes, thank you. But one thing I would like to suggest to you is that yes, that is good, but you need to mention how she is a hero for you. Okay, maybe you have to pick up one of the example, right? Okay, so when you present next time, I mean that not only Andrew, other person as well, right? So when you talk about a person, a hero in your life, so you have to mention that why he or she is a hero. Okay, so you need to tell one of the example or one of your own experience like that, right? So why you say your mom is a hero. Okay, which situation you have to point out, right? Okay, so you shouldn't focus to the general. You have to focus at specific things, detailed things for the one you appreciate, the one you respect, like that. Okay. Yes. Okay. So I don't care. Maybe your friends will ask another question to mention to describe about your moms, right? Yep. So, hello. Any question? Kanzohei, Alinga, and then Jody had already asked the question, right? Is up dumb?
Who do you refer to as a second hero? Like, we know that your mom is a hero, but who do you want to refer to as a second hero? Second one.
The second hero.
I think Elon Musk.
Okay. Why do you say so?
Because I don't know, he's a billionaire, but he's not like other billionaires. He's cool,
Yeah, I know.
He's not like a robot, he make jokes, and
Yes.
I
Yes.
like it. I like it.
Okay, great. Thank you. Yes.
And he uses his money on most stupidest things. So yeah, he's like me.
Okay. Yes, thank you. Next questioner.
My question is the same.
The same what?
Who will be choose as your hero life with superpower, for example, Superman or others?
Okay.
I think I think Iron Man is my favorite superhero. I mean, he don't have superpowers, but yeah, Iron Man is my favorite superhero.
Okay, Iron Man. Yeah, I see him. Yes. Okay. And then why do you like? Why do you say he is a superhero?
Uh, because he's cool, he's rich, and he's savage.
Okay. Yes. Thank you. Okay, the last questioner. Hello. Hello, Zuzu. Where are you? Oh, okay. Andrea, I think. Who is going to ask the question?
Teacher, my questions are already asked.
Oh, okay. Yes. So you should say first, right? But I think you can think different questions from others as well, right?
Can I ask something? Please,
Okay.
it's like, what did you learn? I mean, you said that your mom is a hero, but what did you learn lessons are from your moms like that?
Yeah, that's also a good question. Yeah.
So like my mom is she's strong because my parents divorced when I was a kid, when I was a child. So to have two children and be a single mom, it's too hard. So when he work and like protect the family, and it's too hard for her. And I learned something is to protect the people we love.
Yeah, that's just great. Right. Okay, so this is we have to. Okay, so let's give applause to Andrew's mom again. Okay, Andrew, I can see, you're also a brave boy for your family, right? So whatever it is, this is not, how should I say, you don't need to care anything. I mean, it's up, you have to care about your family, your mom and maybe your sister, I think, right? Okay, so whatever it is, you are the best right now. So you have a responsibility to protect your family, your mom and your sister, right? And you have to protect yourself. That's it. Okay. Thank you. Okay, so where did we finish last week? Last week we did reading or writing.
Writing, teacher.
Writing.
Okay, thank you. Writing. Where did we finish last week?
Page 63, teacher.
Page 66.
63.
63.
Okay, 63. Thank you, Wu Wei and then Susu. Right, 63. Let me make sure that we have to discuss about putting it all together. Write to a relative who missed a family celebration, telling him her all about it. Is that one? Okay, we are done that page, right?
Yes, teacher.
Okay. Thank you, Wu Wei. So we have to discuss 64 today, am I right?
Yes, yeah.
Yes.
Yes, thank you so much. Yep. Thank you. So now let's start from 60. And then one more, my question is, did I ask someone or everyone to read for each page? Not yet.
Not yet.
Okay, not yet. Yes, thank you. So, okay. Cancel, hey, you have to read page number 64. Please read page number 64. Okay, and Shinta 65. Right, and Minta 66.
Okay.
Yes, Andrew 67. Andrew, okay, 67,
Yes.
right?
Okay. Yes.
Okay, yes, no, 68.
Yes, yeah.
Suzu 69. Okay, Andre 70. Right, Pyutiha 71. Okay, and Alinga. Yeah, 72.
72.
Okay, of course, 72. What a lovely you are. Okay, you have already know what you have to read. Yes, thanks for caring that. Okay, 72, and then who is left? Then Nazo 74.
Yes, teacher.
Okay, then Nazo, I would remind you one thing is that please read that page very carefully, right? Because that is also important one,
Yes.
right?
Yes, teacher.
Okay, Hantu 75. Hantu, are you there?
Yes, teacher.
Okay, 75, right? And then King, 76.
Yes, teacher.
Okay, King, I want to remind you is that the page you are going to read it also important, one of the important page, right? Because that is making analysis and describing about differences between narrative and descriptive narrative, right? So you have to read carefully, okay? And then we will take 77.
Yes, teacher.
Okay, thank you. So let's do it. I think you need to speed up. I mean, speed up means you need to speed up the reading, okay? So please read quickly, and after that we will discuss it. Okay, I ask you to read in the class is, I want to improve your reading skill, that's why.
I've done as well.
Okay, thank you. So I think you have already done. You all are done, right? Is anyone who hasn't?
You take the silence as a yes.
Okay, they are silent, that's fine. Silent means yes. Okay. So
I have
64.
finished, teacher.
I'm done, teacher.
Okay, good job. Thank you. Yes, so now let's start from 64. Okay, who has to discuss 64?
It's me.
Yes, okay, yes, Kanzai, let's start.
Actually, I didn't. I didn't understand clear.
But try your best.
I will explain it.
Okay, yes, try your best.
It's about habit in in format of writing to friend. You can add your own characteristic in writing habit. Such as you can talk to him about the other things, and you can discuss with him, and it is habit and atmosphere. Atmosphere is that you can write about music, food, cooking, flowers, entertainment, dancing, and explain about that all. That's all.
Okay, yes, whatever. Thank you so much for your trying best. Actually, it started from page number 63, right? The question is write to a relative who makes a family celebration, telling him or her all about it, right? So, and when you discuss about that letter, you have to discuss about the people, but you have to avoid discussing about listing of the people, and you have to describe about their clothing style. Okay, and here 64 mentioned that you have to describe about the habits of the people, as the people who who came and joined the party. Okay, and then next one is you need to mention about the atmosphere, right? The atmosphere has 4 WH question. The first one is what you hear. Okay, what did you hear in the party? And what about the taste of the food? And you can describe about the taste of the food. And third one is the smell. The smell means that the cooking smell. Okay, the smells from the cooking and the smells of flowers, right? And next one is what you see. What you see means that what kind of entertainments were there and how the people were dancing or not, something like that, right? So you can mention about the atmospheres of that party. Okay, that's it. Okay, now 65.
So look the possible ways you could write support about the food at a family celebrations. It was, for example, like it was much too spicy for my liking, and it was my favorite or your friend favorite if you want to make her jealous. Say what it was: pizza, chips, chocolate cakes, something homemade, and there was not enough food for everyone's, and nobody ate anything. So why not? And the next one is there was loads of mouth-watering foods. Grandma had obviously spent the whole day in the kitchens. And the next title is individual incidents. So that is select 1 or 2 incidents to write about. So for example, like someone spilled a coffee on the white carpet, and someone tripped over while dancing, and fuse blew and caused by a temporary power cut. And Precious' face was knocked off by the shelf, and the child pulled the tablecloth and everything that was on it off the table. So these are incidents that do not change the course of evenings, and it's not become more important than the party itself. So that may be involve 1 or 2 times sequences phrases.
Okay,
So
thank
for
you,
example, it
Sheila.
was just about yes,
Yeah,
yes.
yeah, okay, keep on. Yes.
So the last thing that we need to know is know that it is not important to touch and take the opportunity to personalize. So for example, like how clumsy I am, and when I get nervous, well, blah blah blah. And I was just getting myself a spoon when clumsy as ever. And then keep going, blah blah blah. And the last one is I thought I managed to get through the evening without casing the scenes, but keep going, blah blah blah. So that's all.
Okay, yes. Thank you so much for blah blah blah, right? Okay, yes, when you write about the occasion, about the who miss a family celebration, right? So you need to mention about some of the incident, but it should be just only a minor incident, right? So you should not mention about major incident because the title would change, right? So like a funny thing or accidentally something's happened and it makes the people laughed or it makes the people surprised or like a major not like major, okay, like a minor incidents, you need to describe that. Okay, now 64. Oh, sorry, 66.
This page will include personalizing for narrative and descriptive letter, and also the problems, possible problems. And if you want to write a personalizing for the narrative letter, then you should know that your friend who was not included or who couldn't come to the event, and you need to make sure that how you can make him feel included by using the personalizing such as if you've been there, there have been and I wish if I wish you have seen the look of the grandma face, and it's a shame that you couldn't past tense make the party, and you have enjoyed. And also, as your opinion, you can involve on the positive side and also the negative side. And the positive side wishes are um uh, just as I mentioned, it's a shame that you couldn't make to the party, and the negative side is it's a good thing that you missed the party, and you have been bored, and or it's a good job that you couldn't make to tears. And you can also include the personalizings from the page 24 and 25, which is as you know and as usual. And for the problems, um, and well, I arrived at the party, which was in my aunt's house at 7 o'clock. And first, 5 past 7, Uncle Jim arrived, and 10 past 7, the food arrived. And the first, the half past 7, I spilled coffee over Mary white shirt, and also the person that you're writing was invited to the party himself, so and he know where it plays. And also um, instead of referring my aunt, your friend know that it is there's a lot of relatives, so he know that it's a your aunt, so that you should change this with I arrived at Aunt Mary's party. And also like um it's referred that your friend got hit in her head and has to go to the party, and you just said that it was a nice party. So um if you like actually suggest that your friend got hit is a nice party, so it's kind of evil.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah, and it seems more like a narrative letter than descriptive letters, because and also if you mention times, like you should ask yourself why uh, to um, to support that times. Is it an important time or not? And you should ask yourself why you are referring to the times. And if there is no reason or support for this, it is you should not be including those timings. And then yeah, that's it.
Okay, thank you. Very clear explanation. I think no one have more any questions, right? So now let's keep on to 67.
If there was a specific reason to mention the time for factor should be introduced in a general casual way, and the sentence could be rewritten. For example, I go to Aunt May's about an hour before the party started to help her lay the tables. On the other hand, if 7 o'clock is the normal time to arrive at the party, and if there was no reason for being early or late, then you should not refer to the time. At 5 past 7, Uncle Jim arrived. Another dead sentence. Is it important to know when Uncle Jim arrived? Why are you mentioning the specific time in your letter? If time is referred to at all, it should be in general way with support, like Uncle Jim got there soon, like after me, and we set up the stereo system as a surprise. Why the why is specific time mentioned in the two following sentences? At 10 past 7, the food arrived. Note, the food does not usually arrive. It's 10 past 7, very early or very late to serve the food. If not, do not refer to the time. It is not relevant or important. At 7:30, I spilled coffee over Mary's white dress. Is the reference to specific time necessary or important in this sentence? Surely what happened is more important. Could you really spill the coffee and notice that at the moment it just happened to be 7:30? She fainted and fell on the floor. She hit her head and had to go to the hospital. This is not a minor incident. It does have a consequence. It does develop and became more important than the party. Therefore, it is not suitable for a descriptive narrative letter and should not be included. It was a nice party. There is a death sentence. This is a death sentence. It provides no information in support. Most parties are nice if the party was really good or not good for some reason. Then say what the reason was. Otherwise, do not classify it at all. Take care to be illogical. If your friend went to hospital as a result of it, how could you say it was a great party? And language point is avoid the word nice. It has no real meaning. Replace it with something like just
Marvelous.
marvelous or wonderful.
Okay, yes. Thank you, and nice reading. But next time, I hope you to re-explain, okay, to explain about what you have read, okay? Try to learn from your friends. Your friends also, they read it, okay? They read it and then they try to explain it, right? So in here also you can try like that, right? So the main points here is when we write a letter, one thing we have to be careful is that we have to avoid that sentence. Okay, that sentence makes no sense. Okay, so you have to avoid writing such kind of sentence. And then next one is a major incident, right? So because you here it's expressed that way. What is it? Spilled coffee over Mary's white dress and then she faded and fell on the floor. It is not minor incident, right? It changed to major, right? So but the writer can stop there. So 7, I spilled coffee over Mary's white dress and it became I'm really how should I say, was really for that, and then I do apology for that. That is okay, and then she faded and fell on the floor, changed to the major incident, right? So you have to avoid writing like that, like those sentences. Okay, for the language points, you have to be careful is that avoid the word nice. Okay, it has no real meaning. Okay, some people say that my mom okay, some people say that my mom is very nice, my brother is very nice. Okay, so most of your moms and most of your brothers are nice, right? So this is very general, so you have to avoid using that one. Thank you. So now 68. Hello, who has to explain 68?
Share me.
Okay, thank you, Nano.
And the atmosphere, which is created by a combination of the other factors. We can begin with the weather. If it is an outdoor event, we shouldn't say something which is not relevant about the weather because it will be a dead sentence and the reader won't have any interest. For example, instead of the weather was nice, we can see how the weather can change. We should think what kind of situation will be more interesting or easier to write. People, about the people, we can add who can involve in a sport. They may be the situation or the students, the PE staff, and the parents. Parents, if we talk about the parents, we can generally describe them, the way they dress, their behavior, their interest in event, or the way they communicate with other parents.
Okay, thank you. Yes. So when you discuss about the weather, okay, you shouldn't say that the weather was nice. Okay, the previous page already discussed about try to avoid using nice, right? Here also it mentioned again the weather was nice. Instead of saying the weather was nice, you have to describe how the weather is. Okay, and when you describe about the people, okay, now it's discussing about the sport days, right? So what people are in for in the sports day, so you need to, if you are going to discuss about the sports day, there will be the students, there will be the PE staff, and there will be your parents, right? So you have to describe all the peoples to get, by creating interest. Okay, now 69.
If you are going to write about the sport day, you should include your physical teachers, such as the way they usually behave in sports lesson, or what their personalities look like. Are they annoying or friendly? Do they change their faces when they meet parents? Or are they organized and well prepared? So, and finally, you should write students, such as their feelings on that day, or their behaviors, styles, and any incidents. Now we have created atmosphere. So next thing is don't forget to describe food, drink, and other stuff. You should write about small incidents, but they must not be more important than the sport day itself. So for example, is a pair of new trainers are too big or small and fell off as you ran. So it's a small incident that you had encountered that day. And you should consider other points, like if your question is asking you to write a letter to a friend or your sport days, it may include a friend in other country or a pen friend or the one who miss it. So think about how your letter would be different from it. That's all.
Okay, thank you. Yes, I think I don't need to edit some more, right? So your friends would realize that, I think so. Is there any question for page number 69?
I add something.
Okay, Minta, yeah, Suzu is going to answer that.
So if you like make the accident like too big, like someone got hit and their head bleed, and um, if you roll like that, it will change to a native letter, right? I mean,
Right.
Yeah.
So that's why you should only include incidents that that can only bring small consequences, not like big results and serious results.
Like, here incident means that not getting hurt anyone to us, right? Like, for example, okay, you are going to read, okay, our P trainer, Mr. James, right? And then while he was running to us, and then he slipped on the floor, and then it becomes an incident. He slipped on the floor like that. There's such kind of incident, but he didn't get enough, serious, problem, serious injury for that. Okay, so you shouldn't mention the serious situation, the serious incidents. Okay, you have to write only just something that makes the people don't expect. Right? Meta, you got it? Okay, thank you. So now let's move on to 70.
So in this page, it talks about how you should write a letter to your pen friend and comparison of it. So when you're gonna start the introduction to a friend who you're familiar with, you should say like, I'm sorry, it's a shame you couldn't make sports day last week, but I'm glad to hear you're feeling better now. I thought I'd just drop you a line to let you know how it went, what you missed. So you could just say the summary if you're talking to a friend, but if you're writing to a pen friend, you should say such as, it was lovely to get your letter on Tuesday and to hear all your news. I thought you might like it. You might like to be interested to hear about my school sports day, which was held last Saturday. So when you're talking to a school friend and you're gonna have to state what happened briefly in the body of your letter. So you don't need to include every detail, just some roughly facts about what happened. So like in the example, Mr. Roberts was his usual bossy self, ordering everyone around at the top of his voice to make sure all the parents would notice him. So this is something your friends might know, so you don't need to express in details. Tanya had put her hair up in yet another one of her fancy styles, but as she sprinted along, it came down and fell all over her face. You should have seen her. She looked such a mess. So that is how you should write to a friend, but to a pen friend, you should describe how people from your school looked, so your pen friend could see and imagine what it is going on. So such as our PE teacher, Mr. Roberts, was shouting instructions at the top of his voice, hoping that all the parents would notice him. One of the fashion conscious girls in my class called Tanya turned up within a new hairstyle, but as she sprinted along, it fell all over her face. So when it comes to conclusion to a friend, you should just write one or two sentences, like talking about how you hope that you would give idea to your friend, or like something they might have missed. So there's nothing to really talk about in detail in a conclusion to a friend, but when you're talking to a pen friend, you should write such as, well, I hope that gives you some idea about the kind of thing that happens. And also you should talk about the question, you should ask questions to them, so they wouldn't feel like they're just reading a story, but you might need to so you also need to give them something to reply with. So questions are needed to ask. And also you should ask if they're doing okay and what is going on with them. Yeah, done.
Okay, thank you. Good explanation, Andrea. You also improved a lot, right? Previous time you only just discussed the summary of that what you read, right? Now you are explaining that you are explaining your friends. Okay. Yeah, thank you. So here only just the points here I would like to remind again, that's Andrea is already explained and discussed. That is, you have to know who you are writing to. Okay, you have to know the differences between writing to pen friend and just only your friends in the local area, right? Thank you. So now 71.
Yeah, putting it
Yes.
all together. This is about writing a letter to a friend about a festival or carnival that took place recently in your hometown or village. We need to be careful here that hometown means a local town or village, and it doesn't mean your home and then town or village. Yeah, so we should write about when writing we should avoid festivals that are connected to religion, or wars, victory days, or any kind of politics. And we should instead of them we can choose from something cultural, such as arrival of spring, New Year celebrations, and festival of flowers, etc. Uh, we need to ask ourselves what factors are essential for festivals, because many festivals are very big, and most outdoor public festivals. Carnivals also involve music and dance industries. And the same thing, some of the points should be considered. So weather, as this weather can make or break any outdoor event, and people, as it is not possible to hold a festival with the people. And the individual incidents, we need to try to think of small incidents, yeah, and atmosphere. And the weather, said they have already described how the weather. And people, when we are writing about the people, we can write where they come from, if are they local or do they come from nearby towns, how many are there, and we can write about their feelings and about their emotion, what they're doing, stuff like that. And about individual incidents, we need to create atmosphere by using senses. By For example, what can you see? What is there to see, hear, smell, and taste? So for example, for what is there to see, you can write twinkling fairy lights. Yeah.
Yes. Okay, thank you. Yeah, thank you, Anthony. You improve a lot, right? Now you know how to explain what you have read. Okay, I think today is a very a blessed day for me. I see you all improve a lot. So, is there any question for page number 71? Anthony is welcome to answer that. I think no more, right? Okay, so now let's move on to 72. Who has to explain that?
Me, teacher.
Okay, I wanna request you one thing, Linga. Please speak
Slow down.
Okay, slow down, right?
I knew you were gonna say it.
Okay, let's start.
So as you read, I have mentioned half of the page 72 is writing about festival vocabularies, and they're like dancing display, colorful folk dances, traditional customs. These are the phrases to use in a festival, and there are more vocabularies about the festival, like sideshow, stalls, tug of war, float, revel, and procession. I guess their festival is very different from our Burmese festivals because we don't really have like sideshow, tug of war games and stuff like that. And when you describe a place, you should describe how does the room smell like and how does the food smell like in the festival. So in this page, it's said smell of onions frying. So probably they are in front of snack, in front of bakery or something. Someone might be frying onions in front of them. That's why they're getting the smell from that. And how does the food taste like? Candy floss over apple. Candy floss is like cotton candy, right? They just use the different word, but it's the same meaning. But cotton candy. Cotton candy over apple would taste very sweet. And I'm not a huge fan of sweet food, so I won't want to try them. And what do you hear in festival? Probably noise of the music, marching band, traditional instruments. But in some festival in Burmese, you would hear like, for example, in the like you will hear people singing and people is shouting and kids playing around adults and
dancing.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, dancing. Yeah, like that. I got my part. There are like exercises in exercise 7 on below. Yeah. End of my presentation.
Okay, thank you so much. Thanks for your clear explanation, Linga. And then now you have already slowed down your voice.
Yeah. I try to slow down after you said I should slow down when I speak. Oh, did you just laugh?
Mm-hmm. Okay. Yes. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Hello, can you hear me right now?
Yeah, we can hear you, but we can see you clearly. Your screen is froze.
Hello?
Hello, teacher. I can see you now.
Yeah, can you hear me right now?
It's a bit glitchy, but I can still hear you.
Since 9:30 or 9:50. Okay. Hello?
Hello.
Yes, I think the connection here in my place is not unstable, I think so. So me, okay, let me turn off the camera, right?
All right.
Okay, yes, this is my apology. Okay, so now let's move on to page number 73. Who has to discuss that? I think 73, you have to discuss about the questions. Maybe I think Hantu did. Oh no, Hantu is 75. Hello, hello? Hello, no one?
Yeah, sounds like I'm the last person to.
Okay, I think, yes. Maybe I think I didn't give that page to anyone because there is no when. Okay, so I'm going to discuss about page number 73. Can you hear me?
Yes, teacher.
Okay. So page number 73 is discussions about, the question. There is event and it show the event, right? So you have to start from page number 72, question exercise 7. So read this article taken from local newspaper about carnivals and rewrite them as friendly letter. Okay, so number 1 is also one of the event, okay, in the local area. And here is the next one, number 2. Number 2 is also one of the event. Number 3 also mentioned about another event, right? So before you write a friendly letter, you have to read the article. You have to read the article, and after that you have to rewrite the letter again, like this, right? Okay, so and here next one is putting all together, putting it all together for. The question is write a letter to a friend about a holiday you went on recently, right? Okay, this is only just a question. So now let's go to page number 74. 73 is only discussions about the question, I think. That's why I didn't give anyone. Yeah, so now let's discuss about 74.
Analyzing questions.
And analyzing is very important. And we need to read the questions carefully to understand exactly what is required. The first letter is you have recently been on a visit to another town. Write a letter to a friend telling him or her what you did and saw. For the first point is you have recently been means like you returned home, you already returned home and now you're at home again. A visit means it's just a short holiday, perhaps a weekend or a day trip or event in school trip. Another town means like in your own country, the weather and food is unlikely to be very different from your own town, although there may be a regional specialty. What you did and saw means like be careful not to make this a narrative in any way. And they are events without consequence, so be careful not to list. And we need to create the letter interesting by telling the reader why you went. Another letter is you are on an activity holiday with your school. Write and tell a friend all about it. You are on Ming's. You are still on holiday when you're writing this letter. So be careful at your tenses, and you need to use the present tense. An activity holiday is specifying. Are you in your own country or abroad? So we need to decide on an activity you know something about, and you will have more things to say if you choose a topic you are familiar with your school means is your friends from the same school, and remember to conclude details about other students and teachers, their behaviors, appearance, and etc. All about it means like do not make the songs so marvelous. Show you have been thinking about him by saying you have bought a souvenir or have been taking photographs to show him when you get back. Another important thing is remember to conclude the essential features of descriptive narrative writing. For the first point is weather. We need to compare it with weather in your own country. It sounds more interesting. And the next point is people, friends or teachers. We need to write by telling their feelings, like their how did they feel at or behave. And also we need to conclude them in some of the individual incidents. For example, a teacher falling over or getting on the wrong bus or misplacing her passport or locking herself out of her room. And another point is individual incidents. It may contain both the activity itself or events without consequence that have happened until now. It means like the moment you're riding, perhaps on the journey or at the hotel. That's all, teacher.
Okay, thank you. Thanks for your clear explanation as well. Yep. Is there any question? No more? Okay, yes. Okay, thank you. Then now your friend has got any question. They are clear, I think. 5. Hello?
Hello, teacher.
Yes, hand 2. I think this is your turn.
Yes, this is my turn.
Okay, yes.
Atmosphere. To add the atmosphere include detail of the journey, accommodation and food, which is always important. Is the food excellent or awful? and you can combine food with a minor incident or incident, and like someone feel ill after eating too much. And what did you do when not on the activity? And also try to add a little humor. And you are on a leisurely holiday abroad, and write a letter to a friend telling her or him all about it. And the word you are means is you are staying on holiday at the time you are writing your letter. A leisurely holiday is clearly something special that and you want a competition or it's a reward of some present from someone for something you have achieved, or perhaps you are take, taking the place of relative who was unable to go at the last moment, or did you go with anyone? And how could you include the four essential features? To, and weather, probably you are on the holiday somewhere with different weather from your own country, and construct help to create interest about the people. And people, you can add new friends or the staff look at people, and you can also include them in the individual incident. For the atmosphere about this, to describe the hotel, you need to add food, drink, and what there is to do there, like a lobby view of park or exotic food. For the individual incident, like what happened when you went to the cinema, like how a plane couldn't sleep a wink all night, to the gym, you couldn't turn off the exercise machine, etched all over, to the pool, got sunburn, water sticking, gas who fell off. So that's all.
Okay. Hello? Yes, thank you. And your explanation is also today, I think today better than previous time, right? Previous time only just had to explain that only just the summary and very short explanation, but today he tried to discuss detail. Thank you so much, Anton. So now 76. It can think. Yes.
Yes, teacher. From comparing narrative and descriptive
Yes.
narrative,
Okay, let's.
here we find out some different. When a general moment or occasion is taking place in both situations, in the narrative, it takes place at one circumstance, although descriptive narrative is in different length of time. A specific experience happens in narrative, but a descriptive narrative, numerous incidents are occurring in one situation. A fact you have to notice is narrative shows exact incident, but descriptive narrative doesn't. Sometimes it's not definitely clear from the given question whether a narrative or descriptive narrative is required. Let's look at some.
I think EEK has got some connection problems. Oh, sorry. Yeah, now he's not here on the screen. I think so, yeah. Okay.
Yeah, I think so because all the students from Manly, I mean, in the other classes, they cannot get connection.
Yes. Okay, whatever is, we have to keep on what we are working, okay? Yes. And I think I would explain instead of KPR for Ikin because I think she has a lot of connection. Okay, so here are the differences between narrative and descriptive narrative. You have to look at the following. You have to read the question very carefully. And here, there is an example. Okay, there's an example to difference between them. If you write a narrative, what you have to include is, if you are talking about the sports day, if you mention about the incident, okay, you broke your leg. When you talk about day drift, you can say that you got lost. But when you mention those things, you from action to action in sequence until the climax. When you write a narrative letter, right, you can mention about till the sequence of the event, right? But when you write descriptive narrative, you have to be careful is that please avoid to write the climax. Okay, you shouldn't include about the climax of the event. That's it. Okay. So now let's move on to 77, Uwete.
Yes, teacher.
Okay.
Student descriptive narrative letter. There are original letter written by iGCSE students and mistake causing minor mistakes. The letter are referred to find in the register on tape or page 182 to 185, and the letter is referred to find in the grammar unit on page 186 to 99. The arrow point to where the text in the letter should be changed to or replaced with comment word. How to grammar 18 valid party when is correct use of grammar and idiom to tell your relative. Level 2. Dress up is not correct use. If you want to use dress up, you cannot use in this sentence, but you can use when someone is wearing a costume. And number 3, I can must. Giving a name is a part of personalizing. I think that is good. The reader, because the reader is aware for your message. Number 4, that is personalizing, and the teacher is common information between the writer and reader of the letter. Number 5, it is personalizing. And number 8, you can create many interests, make it sound real and funny. Now, instead on my feet, you need to mention their father again. Your reader will know who he is. Number 11, just like all in all, it was fun. Number 12, do link back to grammar 18. General comma or an accelerator using many or feature or the letter has a grammar or personalization. You should not be wrong about grammar.
Okay. I'm sorry for the connection today. Hello, is there anyone? Can you hear me?
Yeah, but not clearly.
Yes, but it's a little bit like
Teacher, my connection is unstable.
Okay, I see that. But here is a lot of song. Yeah, okay. Thank you, Ike, for coming back. Thanks for your attempt. Okay, I have already explained your your pages. And now we will test is also, I think, losing the connection again. Okay, so now one of we will test friends. Is anyone who want to discuss page number 77? I know that you haven't read it, but
Here, can we add something, please?
okay, Mindat, yes. Mindat, what did you ask? What did you
I
ask me?
said, can I add something?
Yeah, okay, you can, yes.
For descriptive narrative and narrative letter writing, it is like appropriate or appropriate to start the introduction with apologizing.
Hello, I didn't catch that.
Should I have to repeat what I asked?
Okay, sorry, Mindan. I just hear the should I have. That's it.
I will ask later.
I'm sorry. Okay, so can you repeat it again?
I said that in descriptive narrative or and in narrative letter writing, it is like appropriate or inappropriate to start an introduction with saying sorry or apologizing.
Oh, okay. Yes. Thank you. So now let's move back to how to write introduction of narrative and descriptive narrative, right? Okay. So, but I think I want to ask you some of your friends first. One of your friends, is anyone who wants to answer Mintan's question? Mintan asking about the introduction. Suzu, Andre. Here I see Oka.
Yes, I just arrived with mobile data.
Okay. Sorry for this, Pony, because the connection not stable.
It's okay.
Suzu, suggestion for your friends?
I have read that both narrative and descriptive letters should start with short and
Apologies
like
are not. Yeah, okay. Yes, Suzu, yeah, okay.
we shouldn't classify at first. Classify whether we are gonna write our happiest moments or such like that.
Yes.
And I have seen that some students have written in their introductions with apologies. So I think it's acceptable.
Okay. Yes. And then, can you turn over page number 53? Okay, let's do for sure. Are you on page number 53, Minda?
Sure, page number 73.
No, 553. Now I am going to make sure for the introduction that you ask. Please go back to page number 53. Not only Mindan, I mean, maybe most of you. Okay? Yes. Are you there? Are you there? Do you see on page number 53?
Yes, the introduction.
Okay, yes. Thank you. So, you know, when you write the introduction, your introduction should be a short one, right? And then next one is here, but I think I asked you to highlight is that the main purpose of the introduction is to create interest in the story you are going to relate. Okay, so here, you know, the test didn't mention, the test didn't give an idea to start with the apologies or not. Okay, Minta, you got it?
Yes, I get it.
Okay, yeah. And then he also some of the example. I can't wait to tell you about blah blah blah. Especially you have to focus. Okay, you have to focus what you are going to talk about. But you know, according to some of the students here, these sample letters, and most of them they don't describe about that. Okay, but here page number 16. Okay, one of the students wrote about, I am sorry I have written for so long, but I've been busy studying and haven't had the time. Okay, so you see number one, it said that in appropriate introduction. Mintan, do you see the letter on page number 60?
Sure, yes, I see the first comment point.
Yeah, of course, the first comment, right? The first comment said that, I'm sorry, I haven't written for so long, but I've been busy studying and I haven't had the time. So the comment said in appropriate introduction, right? So this is very good question, mean that because of you, your friends are clear about the introduction, right? If not, they would start with apology, right? So for this kinds of letter, like a narrative letter, you shouldn't start with the apologies here, according to the page number 60 example one, right?
Sure, so the introduction should be only one line.
Not a one line. Okay, so let's keep a look at it. Page number 61. Writing about descriptive narrative. Okay, I am not telling only just mean that, right? I am discussing with you all. Please look at the pages that I asked. Now page number 61. 61 in 61, you in the introduction paragraph, you will see that the reason for writing descriptive narrative is to pass on information about a particular occasion, and then it is certainly not as exciting as the hot news in a narrative letter. As there is no sense of urgency, a descriptive narrative can have a standard introduction. Okay, you better highlight a descriptive narrative can have a standard introduction. Mean that in other students as well, right? And be careful. You have to be careful to look for hidden implications in descriptive narrative questions. When you read a question, what you have to be careful is that you have to look for the implied information. Is there any hidden in the question, right? So here, let's see the example. To a friend who missed sports day, you could write, Dear Adam, it is a shame you missed sport day last week, but I hope you are feeling better. And for your relative, what a pity you couldn't come to the party, but I'm glad to enjoy your school trip to blah blah, right? And so let's see the sample letters here. Page number. Okay. Yes, page number 77. Mean that? Okay, on page number 77, the sample letters start with, how are you? I hope you're better now. I thought you might like to know blah, 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 right? It doesn't start with the apologies. And next page, page number 78. Okay, it's also started with, I know you were looking forward to be blah, blah, blah. And then, but I hope you're feeling better. Anyway, I thought I would drop a line on what you have missed, right? So according to Mintan's question, what we can see right now is we shouldn't start with the apologies in writing narrative and descriptive narrative letters. Are you clear that?
That's true.
Okay, thank you. Thanks for your questions.
Teacher, can I also ask something?
Okay, yes, Andre, yes.
So biographies and non-fictional novel and texts are considered as descriptive writing, while narrative writing are telling stories and stuff, right?
Mm-hmm.
So all biography are descriptive writing. Is that right?
I think we cannot say that that is very, how should I say, as a certain things.
Oh.
Yeah. So, but one thing you have to know is that the nature of narrative, and we have to know the nature of description, right? Nature of descriptive writing is especially we are creating a story or we are creating an event. Okay, we are creating a story of something, of a person, like you said, like a biography or some people like that, right? But for descriptive, we have to describe something which is, which the reader can be seen in his memory like that.
Oh, I see, Chair. Thank you, Chair.
Yes, you're welcome. Thanks for your question too, Andre. Yeah, the questions are welcome, right? If you ask the question, I can explain it more, I can discuss it more. So you all also realize more than previous time, I think. Okay, so I think you don't have any more questions. So I would like to, I think I wanted to practice right now because we have already discussed about this writing about an hour, okay, over an hour. So I want you to practice about your writing. Okay, not as a homework, we will do it here, but I will give you a time. Okay? Do you agree with me?
Yes, teacher.
Okay, thank you. So I would give you a question here. Let me choose the question first. Okay, please go to page number 80, question 3. Okay, question 3. In question 3, you have to write a letter to a friend about a festival or carnival that took place recently in your hometown or village. Right? So what I want you to do is, please do like a concept map. Okay, so what are you going to talk about? What kind of festival and what kind of carnival you are going to describe and you are going to write to your friend. Okay. Do you know concept map? Concept map means like an outline. Please do outline for your writing. Do I make you clear?
You mean like only the topic of what I about to
No, you have to only just not topic sentence. You have to write an outline of the body. Okay, an outline of the body means that what you are going to write about the festival or a carnival in your place. Okay? Did that do you clear what I mean?
Can you explain that in
Mm-hmm. Okay, so I mean, okay, I want to explain you again. I mean, I want you to think about what you are going to write in the body of a letter.
Oh, I get it.
Okay, yes, thank you. So just only please note down outline, right? You don't need to write the whole body of the letter. Only just please write down the notes. Okay?
About what?
About the question of page number 18. Page number 80, question 3 said, write a letter to a friend about a festival or carnival that took place recently in your hometown or village. Do you see the question, Olga?
Yes, yes.
So we are not going to write the whole letter, okay? I just want you all to think about the body of the letter, what you are going to write in the body. That's it. Just you have to write down the outline.
Okay, how many sentences here?
Not the sentences yet. You have to think about the outlines. How many
Facts.
Yeah, how many of facts is important.
Okay.
Yeah, you don't need to write down the whole sentences, only just points first. Okay, now time is gone. Are you done? Please write a notes, okay? You don't need to write the whole sentences. Because this is practicing about your, what you, before you write a letter, you have to do preparation first, right? Andre, how many points have you got?
I got 6 in total.
Okay, good job. Yes, can you discuss what are you going to discuss? What are you going to write?
So festival, I talk about the Gen Festival.
Yes.
So in the Gen, I can talk about how people prepare for the festival with traditional food and
Of
save
course.
water guns, and ice to play.
Mm-hmm.
And I could also describe and state why we play water in the festival and the meaning of the festival for like two sentences.
Mm-hmm.
So, and then I can talk about donations that people do in the festival and
Mm-hmm.
how people would dance and sing in each stage they made, and how people would pass food and play each other with water happily.
Okay, yes, thank you, Andre. But I want to suggest you one thing is you are going to write this letter to your friend. Okay, because your friend is already know about the water festival because he or she is living in the same country with you, right?
Oh, I thought it was pen French. Sorry.
No, you have to look at the question very carefully.
Okay, so I can remove some part.
Yeah, you have to cross out some of the points, right? Okay, yes, thank you. Elena, are you done?
Yeah.
Okay, yes,
I
what are you
thought
going to
about
decide? Mm.
yeah, I thought about the sound I. I'm looking for words to describe the sound I in English because most of
Okay.
the words are meant in Burmese, so
Mm-hmm.
I don't know how to speak some words in English.
No problem,
Yeah, like
Yeah, you have to translate in English. You don't need to translate in Burmese to, Myanglish, right? You have to translate in just
yeah,
read the article. I mean the article you found out for designer, right? So you have to
mm,
it and you have to rewrite as you understand. That's it.
got it.
Please don't do direct translation because direct translation is very dangerous.
Yeah, you're right. And it will take like
Mm-hmm.
hours to translate stuff. And oh, my connection dropped.
Okay.
As I was saying, like it would take like hours to translate stuff in English.
Mm.
Yeah,
Okay.
that's my point.
Yes, thank you. And then how about another? Is there anyone who has done? Because if you discuss with me, I can suggest you something more. Is it appropriate or it's not like that? Hello, Zuzu.
Teacher, can I retell my facts
Yes.
because I got the wrong idea and I rewrote some.
Okay, Andre, yes.
So I could say how there was a big stage held in the middle of the town this year,
Of
and
course.
where people could sing and dance and play water while cars are passing by.
Mm-hmm.
And then a big donations some organizations made for a lot of people. And then I could talk about a disaster that happened in our town.
Incident case.
Yeah, accident that happened.
Okay, but it's not a very serious one.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Okay. And for example, when the people are dancing with the songs, with the music, and okay, on the stage at the time, there was a big rain suddenly fell down from, something like that. Okay.
Yeah, or people would splash water to people who are dancing.
Yeah, like that. All right. Okay. It's very interesting. Okay, thank you. How about Zoo? You are too silent during these days.
Yes, teacher.
Yeah, why are you so silent?
I'm finished, teacher.
Okay,
So
thank you. Yes.
my outlines are, first of all, feeling sorry for my friend who missed the Design Festival, and time of and then I'm gonna write time of the event and
Yeah, of
also
course.
where it took place.
Yeah,
and
this is also.
how long the parade to the monastery is, and the varieties of things which were donated to monks. And also the parade was with gigantic sound bouncers at the end, and also how weather was on our side, and how elegant dresses people are in, such as women's appearance, hairstyles and fashion, as well as men's appearance and styles. And next one is the time when we got at the place, the actions that we did. So we had lunch, which was like packets of rice and curry, such thing.
Okay. Yeah, one thing you can add as an incident is because of the pops. Okay, the beat of the songs make make your heart beats fast or something like that, right?
Yes, feelings. Yeah.
Yeah, the feeling you can mention. You can describe your feeling like that. Yes. Okay. But Zuzu, I would like to suggest you one thing is not to replicate. Please avoid to write him with the like listing. Okay. Yes. Thank you. Is there anyone?
It's like New Year festival included.
Okay, mid that. Yes. New Year festival. Yes.
Yeah.
So what are your points?
My points are where it was, where the festivals happen, and the weather. And the weather is like New Year festival is at night, so we couldn't see the moon clearly. And all the parties continuing, and also there's a lot of elder and youth. Elders seems to be having fun, but the youth uh, seems they're like with straight faces, so they seems not having fun. And also because of the old music, my uncle is playing.
Yes.
Yeah, and the youth only come for the snack. Specifically, my uncle Mark chips and the design. The decoration is kind of a bit risky and with a lot of rope, and one of the kid almost got fall off because of that. Yeah.
Yes, of course. This is okay. Great. And Nano,
Yes,
how about your points?
I know about the Danger Festival.
Okay, yes. What are your points? What points are you going to write?
And when it is held, how we participate in it, and
Yes, of course.
how we can see everything simple and bright. And I went to grandparents and pay respect to them. Also got pocket money in return.
Okay.
That's for now. I can't think much right now.
Okay, yes, no problem. Maybe 2 or 3 points is also very valuable. Well, okay, in this time, right? Okay, so is there anyone more? If you are no more, and then let's stop. Yep, I heard teacher. Who is that?
Pagoda Festival. I'm telling her Pagoda Festival.
Can you repeat your question again, Ike?
Can I tell her about Pagoda Festival?
Oh, okay. Yeah, I see that.
Obama's religious calendar is held one time every year.
Yeah, one time every year or once a month.
No, it's only one time.
Okay.
Payapwe.
I know that. But one thing is when you write a letter, okay, you shouldn't focus to a religion. Okay, you better focus to like a traditional, okay, like a culture. In our for example, in my township, there is a festival which is related to our, which is related to the pagoda we are praying for in our township. So you can mention like that, right? even though you start like that, you shouldn't focus to the religion. Okay, you better focus to how that how that carnival, how that pagoda festival celebrated.
Yes.
Okay. Yes. Thank you.
And
So,
then should I write about the carnivals? An evening, every house donate their food.
So you mean that like in Burmese Sadudida?
Yes, yes.
Okay. So you can use the appropriate information in your letter. Okay?
Yes, teacher.
Yes. So thank you so much, everyone. Nice to see you all. And it was nice to see you all. And I have already given you, this is a homework, right? You have to submit tomorrow. And another homework is that I have already uploaded 2 files, right? Okay, but you have to pay attention to the listening file first. Because, I have already given the homework today. So today homework and you have to do listening. Okay, today homework, I mean this letter, right? The letter, and now I have already given you homework and you have to do a listening as well. Only just you have 2 homeworks, okay? For the for reading and writing question, you can do next, we will discuss next week.
Teacher, do you mean the first 5?
Okay, the file, let me make sure that, okay, okay, let me go to the virus group first. Yeah, okay.
Teacher, can you resend the 3rd file because I can't open?
Okay. Question 1, question 2, question 3. I think question 1 is listening. Okay, I think question 1 is listening. Please make sure for that. Because here it said that 01 zip. Zip is actually, that is a listening file. Okay. Suzu, have you seen right now?
Teacher, paper 1 is reading and writing, right?
Really? Let me make sure again. Paper 1. You mean the first file?
Yes.
Okay. So how about paper 2? How about next question, second one?
Listening.
Yeah, okay, so listening, these 2. Okay, let me make sure that. Okay, paper 1 is, yes, reading and writing. I'm sorry, okay? Paper 1 is reading and writing. Paper 2 is, I think, listening. Yes, of course. Paper 2 is listening, right? And then here is 2 for ESO 01 zip file. Okay. Can all of you open zip file?
Yes, sir.
Okay, yes, thank you. So is there any question till now?
Teacher, should we do listening file first?
Yeah, listening file first.
Chair, what about reading and writing?
I think reading and writing I should give as a homework for next week because you have to write a letter tonight and you have to do listening. Listening will take about 4 to 5 minutes, I think.
Teacher, so we have to listen this and answer
The
the
questions.
second file.
Yeah, of course.
Oh, okay.
You have to answer the second file, right? Okay. So let me make sure again. You have 2 homeworks today, right? This evening, today. The first one is page number 80, the letter, right? And the second one is you have to do listening and then answer the question. Okay. Are you okay? Okay, so bye-bye.
Thank you, teacher.
You're welcome.
Thank you,
Zuzu,
teacher.
be active. Zuzu, be active. You look so calm